Welcome to Facebook Live Ask Admissions. We're also on YouTube. I just gave it the old name. Doesn't matter. I'm Jordan Stevenson, Director of Student Recruitment. It's been a minute, so it's good to see everybody again. Although Jacinta and I were here not too long ago together, which was special time. But we were further apart then, so I'm glad to be back a little bit closer to everybody here. We're all vaccinated, and these are good times that are happening right now. So we are excited to spend some time with you, our internet friends, our virtual friends, and we are going to be talking about some really exciting, as we've titled it, summer fun. So we've got a lot of other stuff to talk about first. But I want to go ahead and turn it over. We have a special guest with us today. I'm going to let her introduce herself and then let Jacinta talk for a minute, give you her incredible title very cleanly, and then come right back to me for news from the nest.
Awesome, guys. Hi, everyone. My name is Mary Catherine Connor. I am the campus tour coordinator here at Kennesaw State University. So I have a really fun job. I get to help oversee our amazing tour guides on both of our campuses, the Kennesaw and then the Marietta campus. And I get to help oversee all of our daily campus tours as well. So super fun job. Get to meet a lot of cool, interesting people who are interested in KSU. So it is one awesome time. But yeah.
Awesome. I love it, Mary Catherine. Mary Catherine's awesome. I'm Jacinta Lester. I'm the manager of admissions for special populations. I did
Perfect.
it.
Well said. Well said.
And you guys saw me last week, so you get to see me again.
Yeah, definitely prefer to see Jacinta over me. So I understood. I prefer to see Jacinta over me, so it works out for everybody.
Hey guys.
We have some news from the nest for everybody. We are here at the end of May. What is today? The 26th, 27th? 27th. Yes. I don't even know.
Yes, the 27th according to my watch.
So one really exciting thing that is happening right now is we are doing orientations for the fall of 2021. So it is wild that we are at this point. Every year we get to this point, but especially going through the COVID pandemic, it has felt different this entire year of recruiting students to Kennesaw State University and really looking forward to those students that came for Mary Catherine's tours that we hosted throughout the year, students that attended all these different virtual events that we put on throughout the year, maybe attended virtual college fairs, all these kinds of things. They're finally showing up, quote unquote, to campus for orientation. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about orientation to help explain what we're doing for orientation here throughout the summer for fall 2021. But today is the very first orientation for fall, so it's really exciting.
I'm sure the students are excited to kind of have that traditional, back to, we love the word normal, getting back to that normal life.
Right.
So,
right. And give you something to look forward to as well. And we totally recognize the seniors in high school have gone through a whole lot, spent your whole senior year under the pandemic. And so coming to orientation, even if your initial experience with what we're doing for orientation, which is a hybrid model for this summer, even if your initial experience is virtual, it's still a step in the right direction where you're registering for your college classes for the fall, and that makes it real. Because those classes are going to be here on campus, those classes are going to be in person. It's going to be very exciting.
Get to sit next to people, talk to them.
Like this.
Look over. I had a friend back when I was in college, and he would share his calculator with me, and it was really helpful in my finance class. So, get back to sharing calculators.
Make
people.
Make friends.
Make friends.
Make friends.
Yeah, make
friends.
Make friends.
Eat food.
Eat food together. Not socially distanced.
Right.
So that's
do all the things. Yeah. Now, hold on. Did your friend leave the answer on the calculator?
He did not leave the answer.
He didn't. Jacinta.
We are not promoting that at all. He let me borrow his calculator during class. It wasn't during a test.
I mean, hey.
We were learning from our professor in finance class. Okay. I left my calculator at home. He let me borrow his calculator.
Sure. I bet you did very well in class.
I did great in finance. It was, got a B. So
hey, good.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I remember 11 years ago. So I remember.
You don't need to tell people that. Okay. I'm glad you remember it because it was so long ago. Just kidding. All right, so let's really talk about news from the nest now that we've had some banter out of the way, which we love. We are going to come back to orientation, so yes. I'm just going to put a pin in the orientation conversation so we can talk a little more in depth about it. But right now, if you're joining in, you're maybe a parent out there, you're a student, you were scrolling Facebook, or you're on YouTube, or you got an invitation to join this and you purposefully said, I need to pop in to the Facebook and the YouTube Live so I can ask questions of admissions. This is for you, all right? News from the Nest is a way that we share information with you and make it accessible. That's one of the things that makes these live sessions so meaningful, the feedback that we've gotten from families and from students, that you're getting your questions answered live very quickly by the people that are doing the work, and you're able to continue on in your journey with KSU. So this is one thing. We're now at the end of what we call internally a recruitment cycle. We're at the end of the spring semester, and at the end of the spring semester, all of our deadlines hit, and those are for the fall. Fall is the biggest semester for any college. Fall is always the biggest semester, and so for most students out there, you're looking to transition from high school or transition from your college, a community college, and then go to that next school. And that next school hopefully is us. But in order for you to do that, you need to apply to the university. And our application deadlines are coming up super soon. June the 1st, that's next Tuesday, June the 1st is our deadline for first-year students. That's freshmen and transfer freshmen that want to attend Kennesaw State University for fall 2021. So if you're out there, or you're a parent of a student out there, and you have not applied yet to the university, you do not have that long.
No.
And we've been saying this for a long, long time, but now it's really rubber meets the road. You have less than a week to get this done. Do not let it slip by. As I've been saying all throughout the spring, don't sleep on it.
Don't sleep.
But you've been sleeping on it. So now it's like time to wake up and get to work. June the 1st will be here, super quick. Our application is not scary. It's not difficult. There's no essay component. There's no letters of recommendation required. You do it in one sitting. You fill it out. It's online. So go to our website, admissions.kennesaw.edu, right there on the home screen. Click the button to apply to KSU. You've got until June the 1st. All other populations except for dual enrollment, the dual enrollment deadline passed. Jacinta's very thankful. But
sorry, guys.
That deadline, that ship has sailed.
It has sailed.
It sails first.
But spring is on its way. Or you can actually already start now. Spring is there.
Yeah,
so
spring is available for dual enrollment. So you've got
never stops.
6 months until semester starts. But
dual enrollment never sleeps.
That's right, never sleeps.
Never sleeps.
But everybody else, if you're a transfer student out there, if you're an adult learner, if you're just looking to come and take a course for fun, maybe you already have a bachelor's degree, or maybe you're over the age of 62. And you're looking to use the tuition benefit that the state of Georgia gives you, and you'd like to take a free class or two, you can do that at KSU if you're over 62, so pretty cool, or 62 and up. Your deadline to apply to the university is June the 15th. So you've got 2 additional weeks on top of our first year applicants, June the 15th. So it'll be here before you know it as well. For many of you out there, if you're receiving emails from us, if you've received other communication, we have been hitting you with text messages and emails and things like that. Watch out for some further communication coming this week, coming next week to remind you of all of these things. Something that we've changed about our admissions process over the last couple years, we do want to make it easy for students and for families to understand the application process. So we separated our application deadline and our documents deadline. So this application deadline will come first, June the 1st and June the 15th, and then document deadline happens 2 weeks after that. So if you're a freshman, you're applying to the university, you just graduated from high school, congratulations, but you haven't applied yet to KSU, get that application in by June the 1st, and then all of your supporting documentation. So that would be your high school transcript, that would be if you've taken any dual enrollment courses and completed those. We need your college transcript to show those courses as well. And then if you have an SAT or an ACT score and you want to have those sent to us, or we're going to need those as part of your application review, you have until June the 15th to get us those supporting documents. So check our website. It's very easy, admissions.kennesaw.edu. You can click on the deadlines portion and see all of this laid out there online. We haven't changed anything. It's right there so you can read it. You can know exactly what you need to do. But those are some of the big things that are going on right now that we want to make sure you don't sleep on, because you don't have that long. And we're here at the end. We've been saying it all year, but we're now at the end. We're very excited. It has been a long but very rewarding year, and I think so many people, I am so excited, one, with orientation starting, because new students coming to the university, that you are truly a breath of fresh air. This year feels different. I mean, I've got 16 years in recruitment, working in undergraduate admissions, and this year, frankly, really feels different. I feel like a kid again. I feel like I'm Mary Catherine's age again. I am not calling you a kid, but when I remember when I was 23 and started working in admissions, and how excited I was to see the students that I'd been working with all year show up and actually help them move in and be a part of that process. That's what this feels like now, and I'm old. So it's really, really exciting for all of us, what's happening right now. So we don't want you, if you're out there and you've been accepted to the university and you're wondering what to do next, one, check your email, because we've been emailing you. Two, check your phone, because we've been texting you with all of this stuff to do. And if that doesn't work, though, I'm going to tell you right now, the biggest thing that you need to do is sign up for orientation. So orientation that's happened this summer, this summer for fall 2021 is a hybrid model. So because of volume and where we were in the COVID pandemic and not knowing, what ultimately was going to transpire as we continue to move forward, we made a decision a long time ago to do part of your orientation experience, the primary part of your orientation experience, virtually, and then have an in-person component. We're calling them NOW events, New Owl Welcome, NOW, that's the acronym. And these NOW events will actually be in person on campus, your campus, based on your major, so the Kennesaw campus or the Marietta campus. And that's where you're going to get to take a campus tour and hang out with your orientation leader and other soon-to-be full-fledged owls flying into our nest. You get to eat on campus. You get to do all the things that we would normally do in prior years at an orientation, traditional orientation. But we're separating them out. So things like meeting with your academic advisor and actually registering for classes is going to be done virtually. The rest of it will be done in person. So when you sign up for orientation, it's as easy as going to orientation.kennesaw.edu, follow the sign-up steps there. If you have any questions, you can email our orientation office, ksurientation@kennesaw.edu. They can help you out. But you want to sign up for a virtual orientation date. That's where what I call, in my language, the nitty-gritty. That's where the nitty-gritty happens. That's where you're going to meet with your academic advisor. Hopefully you'll meet with your academic advisor even before orientation, do a pre-orientation advisement session. But if you're unable to, for any number of reasons, you will actually be able to meet with that person during your virtual orientation. At orientation, that's where you're going to sign up for classes. You have to sign up for a virtual session to be invited to the NOW events. So if you're wondering, how do I get to be a part of the on-campus experience, you have to attend the virtual part first. So when you sign up for virtual, around 2 weeks before your virtual session, you're going to receive communication from our new student programs office. That's the office of orientation, just for this particular reason. And they're going to tell you, here's your options for your NOW events. Here's the dates that are available. Here's how you sign up. They're going to give you all of that information. And by the way, as we constantly talk about when we do these kinds of live, Ask Admissions live events, check your Kennesaw email address. That's where a lot of this information is being sent to. If for some of you out there, you're an admitted student, you're like, why am I not getting information from academic departments or from different departments at Kennesaw State University, you need to check your Kennesaw email address and make it a habit. I've been reading a lot about habits lately. I have some bad habits that I need to get out of my life, and that's just been my whole life. So hey, whatever. But you got to break those. You got to break those bad habits, or you got to start new habits. And one of those things for the rest of your life is going to be checking your email daily. So as you leave high school, this is something that now is a part of our world. Check your email daily. So check that Kennesaw email. Check your personal email, your Gmail, your iCloud, your whatever kids use. I don't know what kids use. Yahoo, AOL. You have an AOL.
I was gonna say, I have a Gmail.
Yeah, I know. I'm kidding.
So
It's a
fancy.
joke. It's a joke.
Your iCloud.
iCloud.
iCloud, yeah.
And you can always link your student email to your personal. So that way you're not feeling like I have to log into my personal and then I have to log into my KSU. Just link it all together. If you have a Gmail account specifically, link it all together. So you're getting all the emails that you need. You're not missing out on anything. Or you can just go to the admissions website or the university website and go to my KSU, and all of your information from your D2L to your KSU email, AliExpress, all of that would be in one spot, so you're not having to search for it.
Yeah. So not to belabor the point here, but orientation, very important.
Yes.
Make sure you sign up if you haven't signed up already. There are still dates available throughout the summer, but I will tell you, we've had our early sessions have all filled up. So we're just trucking along, getting through the summer. We're gonna have a lot of students going through the virtual orientation part, and then we're gonna have some of those students and families choose to participate in the Now event. So we're very excited to be able to welcome those students and families to campus as well. So make sure you do that. Make sure you check your Kennesaw email address. And then another thing I want to remind you to do, because it's easy to forget about it, is as you're heading here into the summer, check your AliExpress account. AliExpress is our student portal, and it's where you accept your financial aid package and pardon me.
I call it your lifeline.
It's ultimately, your lifeline. That's a great way to describe it. It's ultimately where you sign up, register for your classes through AliExpress, and can look at future class schedules and see information about your advisor and all that kind of stuff. But AliExpress will also have this section for holds. You need to check out to see, do you have any holds? And make sure you resolve those holds before you attend your new student orientation, your virtual session, so that you don't have anything holding you up.
Not holding you back.
Puns. Holding you back. Ooh, you better said. Jeez, I should let Jacinta do this. Why am I even here? And make sure that you resolve those holds so that you can register for class, because they will hold you back.
They will hold you back.
Hold you back.
Yep.
I like hold you back.
Yeah.
That's fun. So yeah, make sure you do that. Okay, great. I feel like we're good. If you have questions, ask them in the chat about orientation, about the application process, documents, all that kind of stuff. So today we wanted, hear that it's the end of May. We've already talked about this a little bit, but being that it is the end of May, we're getting into the summer. You're out there, maybe you're a mom and you're thinking, what are we going to do over the summer? You know, little Johnny or little Susie needs to start touring colleges. Those are always the examples I use for students, little Johnny, little Susie. So, you know, little Johnny needs to go on a campus tour. The world's opened back up, and it's time to go to Kennesaw. Though Kennesaw, we've been offering tours since August of last year. We've been doing them all throughout the pandemic, doing them safely. We are excited to be able to have more people now participate in tours on both of our campuses. So with a lot of those restrictions being eased, so we are excited to have people come on campus tours in greater mass as well. We are here for you, and we want to give you some tips on how to think about the summer, how to think about campus tours, why the campus tour or other admissions events are important to participate in when you're considering colleges, what to look for, what questions to ask when you come for campus tours, things like that, how to sign up, even as simple as, you know, where do I go to sign up for a tour, and can I see all the dates at once, and that kind of stuff. We're going to talk about all of that today. So you've come to the right place, and
I love that we did the same
dance.
We brought you did it the same. Perfect. See, that's why y'all are over there dressed alike, and I'm the one wearing the peach shirt.
Twinning.
Yeah, 20.
20.
Oh, cute. So we brought an expert, Mary Catherine, and she's going to tell you all about that stuff. But first, we want to learn a little bit more about Mary Catherine. So if you've participated in any of these events with us, we always like to have our special guest tell us a little bit about themselves. Yeah. How did you end up in this role? Of course, I know, but they don't. So how did you end up in this role? What makes you special, right? And tell them a little bit about why they should sign up for a campus tour. Why is the campus tour important to the college-going process?
Yeah, awesome. So a little bit about me. Again, my name's Mary Catherine. I grew up in a very small town called Perry, Georgia. If you've ever heard of it, it is because of the Georgia National Fair. I'm a big fair advocate, especially for that specific one. Definitely check it out in October. But grew up there.
I've been, it's cool. Yeah.
But and then got to come up here and live within the city, so that is super exciting. Always been a dream of mine to do that. So small town girl living up here, so it's super exciting. But I am a big Braves fan, Taylor Swift fan. That is my guilty pleasure right there. So yeah, if you're whenever I'm not here, I'm probably at a Braves game. Probably listening to Taylor Swift, or I also do photography as well. So one of those three things is usually happening. But enough about me. Into campus tours, how I got into this role, what makes campus tours special. Whenever I was in college, I had the wonderful opportunity to be a tour guide, and that sparked my interest in just being in admissions and just understanding all that campus visitation held, because I got to represent a great university, and then that helped me end up getting this role as well. So I was in a different position after I graduated college, and I was just looking for something new, something exciting. Saw this campus tour coordinator role and immediately applied. Like, I couldn't not apply. So I jumped on it, went through the interview process, and this June is 2 years since I.
It's 2 years.
It's been 2 years.
It's hard to believe.
Yeah.
It is crazy. Me and my coworker Garrett, we were talking about how we just went through our memories of the interview process that Facebook brought up. So that was really, really cool and special. So yeah, so I've been here for 2 years, which is absolutely incredible. Get to meet a lot of amazing people, and I get to tell people why it is so important to come on a campus tour. So with that, it is super beneficial for you to come on a campus tour, because this is how you're going to figure out that this is the school for you. You can't really do it virtually. You can get an idea of it, but with coming on an in-person campus tour, you are walking around with a student who is a tour guide, who has personal experiences, who can share about what they are getting out of the university, and they are the representation of admissions and this great institution. So that's where you get to learn more about your community that you're going to be in. You get the feeling of this is your home away from home and how special it is. I've had students who have met their roommate and then now their lifelong best friend by coming on an in-person tour. I have seen the spark go from, I wasn't sure about KSU, but now I have no choice but to come here with students, which is absolutely incredible. So it's a very humbling position. It's such an honor to serve all these amazing people and work alongside of such amazing people as well. So
Thank you. I do truly, I'm a big believer. I truly believe that, not that everybody has to have the kind of butterfly feeling when you go on a campus tour, but the campus tour is the most valuable experience you can have with that institution. Because for you as a person, as you're going around that campus, whether it be KSU or it ends up being the school that you end up at, you have the chance to evaluate the institution. You have the chance to really think about your goals, your aspirations. How does this institution fit into your college plan or thoughts? How does it change? It might change the way that you look at college or thought about what college was going to be like. You get to see the town or the what's close to the institution to really experience where am I going to spend the next 4 years of my life, and is this somewhere where I want to invest as a person? You need to put all of that in perspective, all while walking around that campus, and or however you're getting around that campus. And it's that experience. I know for myself, again, this is why I say not everybody has that butterfly feeling, or you just know. Yeah. But for me, it was like that. It was the minute I stepped on my alma mater's campus that I was going around and I said, this is it. This is the only place that I want to be. And that's what we hear from so many students and families when they come on our campus tour, because we do such a wonderful job telling you about the institution and then getting you out and giving you that student perspective on the institution, like Mary Catherine was talking about, where honestly you cannot help but put it in perspective and say, all right, either KSU is the place for me, or one of those places, one of my top choices, or no, this isn't the right place. And ultimately, that's what we want for you, is to have that experience where you make an informed choice, where you're able to really say with confidence, this is the place or it's not. And that's the value really of the campus tour.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. Mary Catherine, can you tell us kind of what students and parents, when they get here, what they might experience on a campus tour? Obviously, we don't want to give away all of our secrets, because we want them to be fully immersed once they're here and just be like shocked and awed. But can you walk us through kind of some of the easy details of the campus tour?
Easy details, yes. So whenever you get here, we're going to have an information session. It's probably in between about 20 to 30 minutes. We're going to hit all the topics inside of that information session. We call that just the more, informational part, hence information session.
I call it like what parents want to know, like the nitty gritty of like mom and dad, like these are the things you need to know before. So we'll go over all the main details, from how to apply, what transcripts do you need to bring in. We'll talk a little bit about financial aid. We'll touch on housing. We're going to give you department contact information, fun facts. We have so many fun facts about the university. It is phenomenal. So you're going to get all of those things inside of your information session. But once that is done, then the real experience happens. You get to go out with our phenomenal tour guides, and you get to go see KSU, whether that is on the Kennesaw campus or on the Marietta campus. Both are two completely different experiences, but they are just so valuable and so important. So you'll get to go out, see campus, hear about the personal experiences coming from tour guides. They'll all have random, hilarious stories. I think we heard about gin jokes last. Gin jokes are the best last week. Oh, I love
it was amazing.
Gin's wonderful.
One of our tour guides, Jen, she'll tell dad jokes that she calls gin jokes throughout her tour. You'll get to hear about our amazing food, all of our different academic buildings, and there's just a lot of cool things. Again, I don't want to give away too much.
Don't give away too many
You need to be able to come and experience it for yourself, so that is super important. But that's a little overview of what you're going to get to see out on your campus tour.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mary Catherine, talk a little bit about how does somebody sign up for a campus tour, and what else might they find on that website where they go to look at a campus tour?
Absolutely. So if you're looking to sign up for a campus tour, you are going to go to visit.kennesaw.edu. On that page, there are going to be a wealth of resources for you to check out, but whenever you're signing up for a campus tour, there's going to be a calendar option that is going to show every single tour that we are holding on both campuses. So you'll have the option of the Kennesaw or Marietta campus, and then all of our different tour times. Whatever date, time, and whatever major your or whatever campus your major is housed on, you're going to want to pick that tour and then sign up, fill out the registration form, and then you're good to go. But also on that page, you can find special events for like spotlight tours. Whenever we're later on in the year, we'll have like accepted student day events. You'll see transfer events, international student events. You're going to see our open houses whenever we start that back up in the fall. So that's super exciting.
I'm excited.
That is going to be phenomenal. I'm so excited for that. So you're going to find all of these different options for you to come onto campus and visit us right on that page. But you can also see who your tour guide potentially could be as well. You can click Meet the Tour Guides and see their headshots, see some fun facts and just information about them. So then maybe you'll see them out on your tour.
I always like that part, frankly, about our website. And then there's some other schools do it too, so props to them. I'm not going to tell you who they are, but I do like to see, I think from a student perspective, to scroll through and see who's from my hometown, who's from close by, because you never know. They may end up serendipitously as your tour guide, and you make a connection with them, and bada book, bada boom, you're at KSU.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Cool.
Mary Catherine, can you talk a little bit about, you talk about specialty tours, but kind of talk about like spotlight tours or like academic tours that we do for students and how that works?
Yeah, so we host spotlight tours on specific days are going to be for academic colleges. The two that we have going on right now are for our architecture program and then our construction management program on our Marietta campus, both which are phenomenal. They are really thriving right now, which is absolutely incredible. But essentially what that does is whenever you come on a spotlight tour, you are going to get a little bit more insight of the program that you're interested in. So we usually have only architecture students on those spotlight tours, only construction management students, or whenever we do like education or other spotlight tours, things like that. If you're specifically interested in that major, you're going to come on that tour, learn more about your program. You're going to get to meet with someone within that program, ask them all of your questions, get those answered, and feel a little bit more at ease about what you're going to be coming into here at KSU, which is really awesome.
I think spotlight tours are good because we are a large university, and I think sometimes people assume that because we're at a large university, we don't cater to making sure students feel like they're more than just a number. Like, we want them to feel like they are special to us and they're getting to know who their maybe potential faculty or professor is, or staff people, whoever they are, but they're actually getting to learn or walk through what the academic program will be like for them. So I think that's something that we offer that is really wonderful and great for such a large institution. So,
and you get to meet people too who are interested in the same thing that you are. So you get to meet those first few friends. You get to go ahead and start gaining that community before you even start classes here, because you can look around in your classroom and be like, oh my goodness, you were on my campus tour and we're here together. So that's really incredible as well.
That's awesome.
I want to talk a little bit about summer, just in why why we tried to make it all about like summer fun. Yes, it will be hot, but welcome if you live anywhere close to where we are. It's just hot in the summer, so it is what it is. You can't change it.
And humid.
Yeah.
And humid, yeah, sure. But we will give you water on the tour, so have no fear. We do we do tend to try to keep you in the shade as well, and we keep you in buildings. You go in and out of all of our nicely air-conditioned buildings. But summer to me is kind of this, particularly for rising seniors in high school, is this time where you get to really reset and prepare for your senior year. And from families that we work with and that I've worked with and many of us have worked with over the years, we know those that are organized and are ready to go for the fall to apply to college early. They have done campus tours over the summer or even during junior year. And one of the reasons why we're having today's session is to really promote touring over the summer, because we've gone through the pandemic and because for so many families we recognize that this has not been an easy year and a half almost. And particularly you may have put off things like a campus tour, or multiple campus tours, any kind of events. And for a lot of families, we're hearing from you in phone calls and emails, and really needing help with how to take these next steps forward. So I wanted this to be an encouragement to everybody that's out there. Summertime is the perfect time to go ahead and set a little time aside to come take a campus tour. And now that things have changed, it's going to be a normal campus tour for you. Yeah. You're going to get that very, a lot of us, what we've been saying internally is it's like 2019. So it's before the pandemic. Yeah. You're going to get that full feeling of this is what campus will feel like and look like. I mean, it's a little different over the summer because there's not as many students on campus. But we have almost 19, last I looked, almost 19,000 students registered for summer classes. So it's actually should be a pretty cool summer. But consider the summer, because it will help you. You come to our campus tour, whether it's Mary Catherine doing the info session or it's one of our admissions counselors, and they're going to help you set yourself up for success as you step into the fall of your senior year, as you start the application process. We hope the very beginning of your senior year. Our application for fall 2022 will open on August the 1st. So we're so weird. We're not that far away. Nope. Exactly. Nope. It's kind of scary. But the summer tour will really help you put things in perspective, build a plan on okay, I know KSU is one of my schools. I'm definitely applying August 1. We even every year we do a fun thing. When the application opens, we do a little contest to see who is the first student to apply. And then we send that student a goodie bag, like a goodie box, basically. So it could be you. Yeah. And that desire to apply to KSU could be triggered from your summer tour. So please sign up for a summer campus tour. Come and spend your time with us. Mary Catherine, her team, they do an incredible job between our two campuses to show you what it's like to be a KSU student and to help you figure out, is this the place for you?
And I would say, if you can, make it a day to tour both campuses. See the Kennesaw campus, so do a morning tour at Marietta and then come to Kennesaw, or do Kennesaw first and then go down to Marietta, depending on where you live and which way you're going home. But I would say, don't just focus on the one campus with your major. I would say focus on going to both campuses, because you never know. You may take a class at the Kennesaw campus, even if you're a Marietta major, or you might do vice versa. You're a Kennesaw major, but you're taking a class down in Marietta. So see both campuses, get to know the lay of the land for both, because you just never know. There might be events too down at Marietta or events at Kennesaw that you want to be. So if you know where things are because you've done a campus tour, I think that's always a good idea.
Also too, along with that, take the time to go explore the town, the city. Go see what restaurants are around, what are things that you can do. There's bowling. I mean, goodness, I love Costco.
There's good food.
There's good food there. You can go to Costco.
Get those samples.
There's so much to do around here.
Why did you pick Costco?
I don't know. I love Costco.
Go downtown.
I could have said Target too. Target
downtown
is a great
Kennesaw
time.
has some really great food. If you haven't been to downtown Kennesaw, Marietta has some really great food.
These are the things. Yes.
There's a wonderful French restaurant in downtown Marietta. If you love French food, if you love macaroons, hands down the best. We've kind of got we got some head nods going.
Yeah.
We have. I'm trying to think. It's kind of like going to Ponce City Market, but we have our own version of Ponce City Market in downtown Marietta. So if you want to try the square, just try different foods, music all the time, especially downtown Kennesaw. There's different festivals during the summer. There's so much to do.
There's a lot just to get yourself out of your dorm room, to get yourself off of campus, and so you should know what is happening even outside of the university. So go explore, just drive around. Both areas, Kennesaw and Marietta, are very easy to navigate. So just drive around. We know a lot about the area, so we can help you as well. So
Go to Truist Park. You might see Mary Catherine there.
Yeah.
At a Braves game.
Hey, look.
You never know.
Yeah.
I was there
It's really
last
close
night.
to Marietta.
I know, at the Battery last night.
Oh, you
I know,
fancy.
shocking.
You so fancy.
I know. I got close to the perimeter. I was feeling it. And we went to Superica, and it was great.
Nice.
Love that place.
Yeah,
the Battery
is so
fantastic. Then we
So
had
good.
Jenny's ice cream afterwards.
Yes.
Yes.
I've been
Yeah,
craving
absolutely.
Jenny's ice cream. So good.
See,
So-
whenever I'm
Love it.
usually at the Battery, I'm at a game.
At a game.
I'm
Right.
going to a Braves game,
Yeah.
and then I go get my hot dog, my curly fries,
Yeah.
So good.
and then I sit there and watch them play.
And all of this is in our county.
Yep.
Yes.
That's what's so cool. Like the Cobb County Braves. Thanks for moving up here, Braves.
Thank you.
But it's all right here in our
Yep.
county, which is fun. Super close to the Marietta campus, not too far from the Kennesaw campus.
Just hop on Bob.
But that's great advice, Mary Catherine, to drive around, really
Yeah.
get a feel for everything. There are really cool spots, both in our downtowns. I mean, this is the place. That's one of the things that I think our students at Kennesaw State have really understood is that we have grown substantially. Our academic programs have been immensely supported by the environment that we're able to offer a college experience within, by being in the northern suburbs of Atlanta, having access to the city but not in the city, having the connections and the networking that we've got in our county and around our county, to be able to provide you as a student with not just fun experiences, but actual work experiences, internships and co-ops and job shadowing that is really difficult to get if you do not go to a school like us in a place like this. So definitely things to consider, and these are the things that you find out when you come on a campus tour.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What other than the driving around part, what do you recommend for a student and a family to do after they finish their campus tour? Where do you think they should go on campus to get some fun things?
There's a lot of fun things you can do on campus after your tour. One is visit our university store, bookstore. It is awesome. This is where you're going to get your KSU merch because nobody looks bad in black and gold.
It's true.
So you definitely should get that. And plus, you get a coupon when you come to our tour.
Discount.
Thank you, Campus Services.
Yes.
Yes, awesome
So,
campus partners.
Yes. So you can get some merch there. You
Your
get
swag.
You get your swag.
Yeah.
There's so much good stuff.
Your swag.
Sorry.
Get your
Sorry,
chip.
Jacinda and I
Sorry.
are laughing about an inside joke.
I'm left out.
Sorry.
We'll tell you later.
Fine.
We'll tell you
It's
later.
fine. But yeah, use your coupon there. But then also too, we have our dining facility. So on our Kennesaw campus, there is the Commons, and on the Marietta campus, there's Stingers.
good.
Also, coupon in
What?
your confirmation
More coupons.
email. So more coupons. We are ranked 5th in the nation for our dining facility. So definitely check that out. Well worth it. Usually your 10 o'clock tour is finishing up right at lunchtime, so perfect time to go check it out. For all my Thursday tour folks, you can go to Fried Chicken Thursdays.
Yeah.
It is a fan favorite here on at our university, so definitely check that out. So there's a lot to do. You can also speak with financial aid, registrar if you have any questions for them. You can speak with different departments. You can set up meetings with them to go speak with them. Go continue to walk around campus and just, again, get a feel for everything. But my two biggest things would be check out that bookstore, go get that merch, that swag, and then go to our Commons or Stingers on whichever campus you're on and check out that delicious food. You'll probably find me at the little taco station.
Nice.
Because
Building your own
tacos are my
taco, yeah.
weakness. I know Jordan's, yours is the pizza.
Yeah, pizza
right?
bar.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guess what I had for lunch today?
Pizza.
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 Did you go to the Commons and get pizza?
Yeah.
No.
No. I was trying
But I
to
did
move it
go.
all in.
I did
Sorry,
go
guys.
to an establishment in downtown Kennesaw
Oh,
that is owned by KSU alums.
nice.
So there
Okay.
you go.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Good.
good.
It's
They're
good pizza. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Paisanos. There you go. I'll just drop them in there. I don't think I
They're
can.
10-inch pizza.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I need to
But
go.
shout out.
That's
I
what
just get the lunch special. It's legit. It's legit. So, but yeah, if you come on campus, it's right to start the Commons or Stingers pizza bar first. Get your appetizer, walk around, look at other stuff. That's the way to do it.
All you can eat.
Get get all your food. Get the dessert bar.
Oh, yeah.
Get your coffee.
So I think we've got a question. So let's take this question here. If you have questions out there, feel free to drop them in the chat. Don't sit on your question. All right, what's up, Emily?
So this is one question that I know we get a lot. How can students potentially become tour guides once they become a student here?
Great question.
That is an awesome question. So I'm going to talk about a few things here. The first thing that I want to talk about is that we have this awesome organization called Freshman Parliament. We have had current tour guides who are part of Freshman Parliament. It is a good way for our first year students to get involved, learn more about their university. You get to learn about housing, about financial aid, admissions, like all of these different awesome campus partners that we have. They'll come to you, speak with you, and then that helps you get on campus jobs like being a tour guide. So if you're a senior and you are coming to orientation, come to the resource fair to sign up for Parliament, because I will be there. One of our in-house counselors, Savannah, will be there as well. So definitely come see us. But the other way for you to actually become a tour guide is through an online application service called Handshake. This is where we're going to post our available positions on there. We will review like your resume, schedules, bring you in for an interview. You'll have an audition process, and then that's when we make our final decision. So whenever we have open positions, that is your place to go, is Handshake. Usually we'll post on our admissions Instagram and Facebook pages, so make sure you're giving us a follow there, so then that way you know when we're hiring. Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
We'd love to have you, so come on, apply.
We have some awesome tour guides. If you guys didn't get to watch last week, you got to meet Jen, Abby, who is graduating, but we have phenomenal tour guides. They're super friendly. They love what they do. So
they would love to show you around. They are energetic, just enthusiastic about KSU, and that's why they are tour guides, is because they want to tell you how great this university is. They want you to be here. They want to tell you all their gin jokes to you, all of those things. So definitely come on a tour, meet them, because they want to meet you. I want to meet you, but they definitely want to meet you as well.
So we're getting close to the end of our time. I want to cover a couple of additional things here at the end of the session that aren't necessarily tour related. So just as some, so you
can always
you're off the hook, Mary
Catherine.
You can pipe in all you want. You ready? So if you're out there, you're an accepted student, and you were interested in housing. Housing at KSU is very popular. So we have a pretty deep wait list right now. But if you're looking for housing, my encouragement to you is to get as close to campus as possible. So we've got some great resources on our housing website, ksuhousing.kennesaw.edu. You can see some additional resources there, but we want you to have as stress-free of a college experience as possible. We would love to have everybody live on campus. We simply don't. No university has enough housing to house every single student. We do not have enough housing to house every single student. So my advice to you, just as a professional that's worked in universities now for 16 years and have gone through university myself, is to get as close as possible to the university if you cannot live on campus, so that it's an easier time for you as you come to class, as you go to the library, as you attend athletic events, as you go to work out in the rec center, as you come and eat in the Commons or Stingers. So that way you're able to be close to the campus, able to make friends, meet up on campus, do all those kinds of things. So I just want to give some encouragement. Do not stress too much right now if you could not get on-campus housing to try to get as close as possible. And then as something that you could do for the spring semester if you really want to get onto campus is watch out, because every year between the fall and the spring we have some students that will, well, let me say it this way, say it better. Some housing will become available. That tends to happen every year between fall and spring. Not a lot of housing, but some housing becomes available, and you want to be the first person to jump in line if you really want to live on campus. So get as close to campus as possible and watch our campus housing as you transition between the fall and the spring to see if any housing becomes available. Okay, so a little bit of housing there. As we're, again, moving forward here into the summer, orientation reminder, talked about it at the very beginning of this session, but want to give it here another prop at the end, another look. Sign up for orientation. Sign up as quickly as possible because we are now in that time. We are actually conducting orientations, officially started today, moving through the summer, tons of sessions that are available. Get into the earliest possible one. If you look in Owl Express, we talked a little bit about Owl Express earlier as well. Make sure you check your holds, but something I want to give you just a little bit of advice about. If you look to see your registration time ticket, so when you're actually able to register for classes, you're going to see as a new student, you're going to see that you have an August time ticket. That is true, but once you sign up for orientation, your time ticket will become that orientation date. Yeah. So usually about 48 hours before that orientation date. So let's say, just for giggles, because it makes it way easier, your orientation is on June the 1st, right? Your time ticket will open up about 48 hours before June the 1st. Yeah. And then when you actually show up for your virtual orientation and meet with your academic advisor, actually go to register for classes, you do that day. Your time ticket's open, you're able to do so. You can move forward and you'll have your classes. So don't fret if you see August as your time ticket when you look in Owl Express, because that's handled by your orientation date as a new student. Same thing for transfer students. Adult learners, sign up for an orientation. That way you can register for classes earlier than your time ticket. That way you're ready to go for the fall. So those are my two little things to remind you about: housing, orientation. So a little plug, I'm doing an Instagram Live tomorrow during lunchtime, so noon to 1. If you want to jump onto the undergraduate admissions Instagram page, you can do that, and I'll be on there live. Or you don't have to, you just have to be on Instagram. I mean, listen to the old man talking about Instagram. Just be on there, and I'll be live for you there. So jump in if you have questions. I'm going to talk a little bit more in depth about orientation. I'm going to talk about who knows what. So I don't plan things out. I just shoot from the hip. So jump in there. We could be talking about all sorts of stuff. It's going to be Friday, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I will be wearing black and gold tomorrow, so it's Black and Gold Friday. I'll be in black and gold. There you go. So anyways, we've had an awesome time with y'all today. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your Thursday. It is May the 27th, as I was reminded earlier. Thank you. We always end with Owl Eyes and a Hooty Hoo. Are you ready to do it with us, Mary Catherine?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Hooty Hoo.